Okay, I think we are rolling. There we go. Okay, great. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to LisaBug Yoga for Aging Strong in the month of August 2025, toward the end of the month. This might even be our last class of the month. I think it is. So what we're going to focus on is opening up the shoulders, creating nice, comfortable range of motion on our shoulders, and then some lasting stretches. We'll be combining these with twists. So we want to just loosen up everything in the back with some rotation, and then focusing on hips and hamstrings for flexibility. So let's just come to your chair if you have one available. And we'll inhale, reach the arms up, stretch. Exhale, soften the knees and just allow your hands to relax on the chair for a forward bend. So without the chair, that's fine. You can bring fingertips to your shins and just soften the backs of your legs. And then we'll flow in and out of our forward fold 5 times. So as we come up, bend the knees, flat back, we lift up, inhale, stretch. Exhale and dive back down into your forward bend. You'll pause there, relax your head, maybe move it side to side, up and down, forward and back. And we'll take 4 more with the breath. Inhale, rise up, reach and stretch, and then a full exhale to come down into your forward bend. Now let's focus on our low back here. We want to stretch this area a little bit, but not too far so we don't strain the lower back. So we keep the abs engaged and protect the low back as we fold. Let's inhale up 3 more times. Exhale, come on down. Good. Now relax your mid back. So try to separate your shoulder blades a little bit. You can even put your hands on your elbows for a little ragdoll position. Good. All right, 2 more. Inhale the breath up, stretch. Exhale, forward fold down, finding the depth of your forward fold bend. Make sure you support if you need to. Now let's just bend our right knee a little bit and try to straighten our left leg. It's okay if your pelvis tilts. And then switch that out. Bend your left knee and let your right leg straight. You're feeling a little bit more stretch in the outside of your right hip. Okay, come back to center. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, stretch. Exhale, swan dive down. Now focusing on where you need to here. Maybe you'd like to add the 1 knee bending again. Maybe you'd like to add the ragdoll. Just come into the fullness of your pose, safe range of motion, breathing. All right, let's prepare to rise. Soften the knees. Inhale, come on up. Let the palms come together above the head. Exhale, thumbs into the heart center. And then focusing on our core, we'll bring our hands down toward the chair and lift the left leg back. Lengthen through that leg nice and long and reach your right hand forward. This is our standing bird dog or spinal balance. Nice neutral head position, strong through the spine and the core. And you're feeling the work in the standing leg. All right, let's lower the hand and foot down. Rise up to pause, inhale. Exhale, come forward at the fingertips. The right leg floats up to the back. Level off your spine. Maybe pick your left hand up and reach that forward. Level off your shoulders, level off your hips, and breathe. All right, let's come on down with the hand and foot. We'll come up to take a break. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the chair. We'll do a thread the needle here with your right arm. So we're going to reach it up. But when you do, I want you to bend your left knee, kind of like we did in that forward fold, and push out into your right hip. And then as you switch and reach under, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, and really reach through. Let's do this 2 more times on this side. So we'll inhale the right arm up. You bend your left knee. Exhale, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg as you reach across. One more time. Inhale, come up, bend your left knee. Exhale, bend your right knee. Reach through and stretch. Hold 2 breaths. Slightly pressing out into your left hip. 1 more breath. And then come back up and reach one last time, bending your left knee. And then bring your hand down to the chair, straightening both legs. Rise up, take a break, nice mountain pose, shoulders back. Oh, I really liked that, adding that, bending the knee to that thread the needle. It's just a really nice hip stretch. So let's do it on the other side. We'll fold forward. Now, as our left arm lifts to twist, our right knee bends. And we press out into that left hip. Then exhale as you reach through, your left knee bends. You look right and really reach across. Good. And again, slow inhale, bend your right knee. I even feel that down in the low ankle. Exhale, bend your left knee, reach through, stretch. Feel your core working here too, bracing. One more time. Inhale, bend the right knee, stretch up. Exhale, bend the left knee, reach through. And then coming up to finish, bending the right knee, reaching up, hold. And then straighten both legs as you bring both hands to the chair. And rise up to mountain pose. Great job. Okay, I'd like you to take hold of your yoga strap, if you have that close by. We're just going to work on some nice movement of the shoulders. Come out with your feet fairly wide here. And we'll inhale the arms about halfway up. Exhale, twist. Now keep your right or your left hip back. Try not to let it come forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale the arms down. Inhale halfway arms. Exhale, twist. But don't let your right hip come forward. Keep pushing your right hip back. Come center. And lower down. Let's do that again on each side. Arms up. Inhale, twist. And push your left hip backward. Inhale, center. And come down. It's nice dynamic tension. Breathe in halfway. Twist. And then push your right hip back. And release it forward and down. Now with a side bend. So we'll inhale, lift. Your arms can be any amount apart on the strap. Give it a pull. Take a side bend over. Inhale up. Exhale the arms down. Good. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, side bend. Breathe in, stretch. And lower down. Good. The arms are at any height that suits your body. We'll do one more. Slightly pull out on the band. Side stretch without any rotation. Feel your core strong and working. Pull it back up and lower down. Great job. One more time. Arms lift. Side stretch. Breathe. Try to roll that top shoulder back just a little bit. And come up and lower down. Great job. Now we'll inhale, lift the arms about halfway. Exhale, bend your knees. So as we inhale now, the arms go down, the legs push up. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, Breathe out. Good. And you're pulling gently out on the band. So you feel your shoulders contracting isometrically. Breathe in and out. 3 more. 2, 1. Hold that squat. Rotate to the right. Keep your pelvis stable. Come back to the center. Rotate to the left. Good. So everything from the hip down does not move. Your hips, your thighs, your legs all the way into the floor are set in cement. Just the upper waist rotating. 1 more each side. Twist and center and twist and center and rise up and rest. Good. Release that strap down. I'm going to grab a quick little drink of water here and kind of shake everything out if you'd like to do the same. And we're moving on down to our back. So we're going to be laying on our back doing some glute work, some core activation, option to use some weights for arm work. So I have a couple of different sizes and I'm just going to bring one of each over to my mat here. So take your time to come on down to the floor with me and get settled in on your back. Good. So once you relax onto your back, make sure your head is neutral. So you might have to prop it up a little bit with a pillow so that your chin isn't hanging back. And as we're all preparing to settle in, just start to turn your head from side to side on the floor. Just to give yourself a little neck release here. Because sometimes when we're laying on our back and we're doing core work, we get a lot of engagement in the neck muscles. Okay, bring your head to center. Now, either keeping your left knee bent or you can slide it out to straight. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest. So your foot can be on the floor, the left foot, bent or with the leg straightened. So if our leg is straight, we're going to feel more stretch in the hip flexor. But if the knee is bent, it gives us less stress in your lower back. So you can pick whichever works best for you. And we're going to inhale and send that right leg away from us and the arms up any amount. Stretch. Then exhale, pull the knee in. And if you'd like to, you can curl your head and shoulders up off the floor and engage your abdominal muscles. So lay back, extend the leg, inhale. The arms reach as well. Exhale, pull the knee in. Optional lift of the chest. And with your own breath, breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, pull it in. 2 more on this side. Press that low back into the floor. 1 more. And then relax. Let your head and shoulders rest. If you'd like, you can turn your head side to side a little bit just to release any tension. And then come back into the midline. Your right leg can stay bent or we can straighten it. We pull the left knee in to start. It's a little stretch here. Inhale, the arm and the leg go long any amount. Exhale, pull that knee in, maybe lifting the head and shoulders up off the floor. Pull your abdominals in. And again, inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in. 3 more. Great lower back release, a little bit of a glute stretch here at the top of your hamstring. And working our abdominals. Great job. Let's get 1 more in. Breathe in. Pull it in, stretch. Breathe out. Then relax the head, neck, and shoulders down. So we are going to come into a tabletop position. Pull your knees in. Now, if this bothers your low back, then go in further, almost like a little low back stretch or a happy baby. So we can either be knees stacked over hips or anywhere in towards us. And we are going to tap a toe down to the floor, maybe starting with a bent knee, touch your big toe and bring it back up. And then tap your left toe down. So really working on core stabilization. Then to grow this in the amount of intensity we're feeling for this exercise, we start to extend the legs straighter away from us. Any amount. We can also keep 1 foot at a time on the floor for a great option to help with pelvic stability. Keep that low back pushing down into the earth. 1 more on each side. Great job. Come back to your tabletop or set your feet down. You're needing a break with your back. We're going to start to rotate our knees to the right and to the left. And you can start doing that with your feet on the mat, just to get a feel for where you can go with your twisting here and still keeping your core engaged. Then we can bring our feet up and tip the knees from side to side. Your arms can be anchored out on the mat as we perform this oblique work for our abdominals. Now let's come over to the right side and hold. Either straighten one or both legs out as an option. Rebend your knees. Come all the way through over to the left side. Hold. Either straighten one or both legs, or stay with knees bent. Then bend again. Come all the way across to the right. We'll do 1 more on each side. Option to straighten one or both legs. Bend the knees. Come through the center across to the other side. Extend one or both legs. Bend those knees. Come back to the center and set your feet down. Okay, let's do hip bridges. So our arms are just by our sides. And we'll lift the hips up away from the mat. Tighten the glutes. Tighten the backs of the legs. And then lower back down. Let's do 1 more bridge. Lift up. Hold. Maybe feeling a bit of a stretch across the tops of the thighs. Breathing. And come on down. So now as we hold our bridge, you're going to have the option to add a light weight in. And I like to give you some choices with exercises to do, and you can certainly think of one that works best for you. But we can do a press here with this right arm. We can do a fly if our weight's pretty light. We can go out to the side. We could do a tricep extension if you want to work the back of your upper arm. Or we could do a shoulder raise down to the floor with a straight arm and then back up. So I want you to pick work that's best for you. We're going to hold our bridge up for 45 seconds. So press into your feet. Ready? And lift. So hold the bridge and then begin to move your arm with the weight with any exercises that are best for your body today, especially for shoulder issues, that kind of thing. But just build some strength in those muscles by activating with the weight. Got about 20 seconds to go. Keep those hips lifting. So the glutes are working isometrically, the hamstrings. Great job. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down from your bridge and relax. Great. Set the weight down. We're going to hug knees into the chest so we can relax the glutes. And then we'll do a short figure 4 stretch on each leg before we switch to bridging again with our arms. So we are going to cross right ankle over left, pull those knees up. Not a long one, just enough to stretch those muscles we worked in our bridge. Good, and then come down. Switch, taking your figure 4. So we're just taking this to an easy edge, not too deep, and breathing. So we have one more set, isometric bridging with our left hand weight work. So you've got all those movements that you can do on the left arm. So get your hand at the ready and then press into your feet, lift up into bridge, 45 seconds, add your arm work. Now also think about what your core is doing here and not relaxing your abdominal muscles, but keep them active and engaged. Keep pressing into the heels, lifting up with the glutes. Maybe feeling it in the outer thighs just a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're almost there. About 10 seconds. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down from the bridge. Relax your weight to the floor. Now we're going to roll over onto one side and stack your hands. Might want to put a little pillow under your head. I'm going to do that. So we're going to work mobility of the spine here and the shoulders. So I want you to stack your hands like this, one on top of the other. Make it a little bit higher pillow. And then what we're going to do is bring the arm directly across the plane that opens our body out to the side. So we're going to start to rotate our arm up and then keep turning that top arm back and opening out your shoulder and your chest. Make sure you don't feel this is straining your arm. And then you'll come back up and over. I'm going to do one more like that. Lift the arm up, rotate back, open out, breathe, and then come all the way back to restack the hands. So that is one option of this exercise. Another option is we can start to trace a rainbow over our head. So the hand's going to come all the way around over the head as we open out. And be really kind on your shoulder. Make sure you're not straining. Then follow that rainbow or that arc back over your head and bring it around. Good. So 2 more reps, your choice if you go straight up or if you go over the head or kind of anywhere in between there would be fine. Whatever plane of motion feels really nice for your body and not painful at all. Okay, let's come back to our start position. And we have one more repetition. Find a good stretch. Go slow, breathe through it, open the heart out toward the sky. Pause. And then all the way back around. Great job. So staying here in a sideline position, we're going to extend the top leg out. Turn your toe down a little and just lift that leg up and tighten the glute. Lift up, tighten. Exhale, lift. Keep turning your toe down so you're lifting back here. Good, 2 more reps. And one more. Lift, tighten, and come down. Now let's bend that top knee in toward us. See if you can take your ankle here or use your yoga strap and wrap it around your ankle. And then bring that leg back for a quad stretch. Good, just hold and breathe. And depending on your flexibility, you might not feel a whole bunch going on here, For me, I really do, but a lot of it's in my knee, but my upper thighs are pretty tight, so I'm feeling a really big stretch. But if you're not feeling it, you're nice and flexible in that area, that's okay. You're still giving yourself the benefit of moving to that range of motion. Okay, let's release and roll to the other side for our shoulder mobility. I'm going to come onto this side of my mat. Okay, so we stack knees, we stack feet, and we stack our shoulders and hands. I'm going to come down a little bit because of my chair there. Okay, takes a bit to get in a comfortable position, doesn't it? So hand stacked here, our first option we're going to do twice is to start to lift the arm up, keep rolling back to open up that shoulder. What are you feeling first? Is it the pectoral? Is it your waistline? I'm really feeling it in my mid-back. Okay, let's come back slowly. And one more straight through, lift, roll back, open. Find a place where you can pause and breathe. Good, and slowly bring it back. So if you want, you can stay with that one, or we can draw the rainbow coming over the head as we open up and come back. That's definitely a different stretch. Good, and come back into the center. 2 more times, your choice, either straight up or around. Let's breathe in. Hold, stretch, and breathe out, come back to the center. One more time. Great, exhale slowly, come back to the center. Nice, we'll extend that top leg out. Turn the toe down, lead with your heel, lift, and lower. We're doing a little pause right at the top, tightening that muscle. Keeping your hips stacked. Whatever range of motion works for you with that toe down. So we're in inward rotation or medial rotation of our thigh bone. Let's do 2 more. Lift. One more. Lift. Great job. Hug your knee in toward you. Maybe you can find your ankle right here with your hand, or take your yoga strap and bring that leg back. Stretch through your quad. Nice. Now, if you don't have a strap and you don't want to grab it, just bend your knee and push back by activating the muscles of the glutes. Just a couple more breaths. And then relax. Great job. We are going to come onto our elbows for a plank. So your option is to come down onto your knees or for your toes with this. You could also come up to your chair. So you'd have your elbows on your chair or your hands on your chair. So we know the options for our plank, coming down forearms, coming up to hands. So we're going to hold 45 seconds in the plank of your choice, even up against the wall. So let's begin now. 45 seconds breathing. Good, nice and strong through the entire core, neutral spine. Great work, about halfway. Stay steady. If you need a break though, put those knees down, take it, whatever you need to relax. You're down to 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Great job. So we are going to come all the way down to our tummies. So take any break that you need, or maybe a child's pose stretch or a cat stretch, and then come down all the way to your belly. We're going to support the top of our head with the back of our hands, or with a blanket or a towel, something underneath your forehead. Now really straighten your legs back behind you and tighten the glutes. And we're going to lift one leg up away from the mat and try to keep that leg pretty straight. So you're lifting from your hip, not from your knee, and then lower that leg down. Left leg lifts up, any amount, hold it, pause, and lower. One more on each side. Right leg lifts, pause, and lower. Left leg lifts, keep breathing, and lower. One more on the right, lift, and lower. Last time on the left, tighten it, hold it up there, and lower. Okay, relaxing here. If you'd like to take a neck stretch, turn your head to the right, and then you can take your arms next to the sides of your body for a reverse Shavasana. If that's not comfortable, just keep your head forward. And then we'll turn our head all the way to the left. So we'll lift up, rotate the head, set it down, try to relax your neck here. Reverse Shavasana so your lower body's relaxed. Good. Come back to the midline with the head. Then take your arms out in front of you like Superman arms. We'll lift that right leg again, but the left arm lifts up. Now if that's bothersome for your shoulder, don't worry about adding the arm in. And we come down, left leg lifts, right arm lifts. And we lower. 2 more each side, right leg, left arm. You can also lift your chest up. Come down, left leg, right arm. Option to lift the chest. Come down, 1 more each side. Right and left. And come down, left and right. And come down. Great job. Press yourself all the way up to your hands and knees. Back to a little child's pose. Stretch. Or any other stretch that would feel great for you in the moment. Okay, we are going to stretch upper back, shoulders in a seated position. If you'd like to, you can sit in a chair. That would be great. Or on the floor, maybe on a blanket. Comfortable seated position. All right. I think simple cross legs is going to be good for me for a bit. Once you come into that seated position, just find a really nice long spine. Check in on those muscles we worked and stretched. My little mic is coming out of my ear. There we go. All right, let's do one more twist. So bringing the left hand across the right knee, inhale, lift high, reach the right hand back behind you and rotate. Look over the shoulder. Now what I want you to do for a neck stretch here, keep looking behind you toward that right shoulder, but drop your chin down a little bit. So you have your head turned to the right and your chin down. Good. Let's bring the head back to center and the rest of the spine as well. Pause there for a moment. I feel the difference in the back of my neck. Okay, reach right hand across, spine as long as we inhale. Reach behind with the right hand, or no, your left, my right. Your left hand, look to the left as far as you can, and then slowly drop your chin down. Oh, wow, I really feel a spot right in the middle of my shoulder blades is just getting a nice release right now. This is a really good neck stretch. Okay, bring the head back to neutral and the spine as well. Okay, I promised you we were going to revisit Eagle Arms, a series we did a couple weeks ago that didn't record on Jitsi. So we're going to take our arms out into a nice chest expansion. So really pull those elbows back, enjoy a stretch in the pecs. And then our first stretch for the right shoulders, we'll pull the right arm across and just hold it as is. We can tuck this elbow under, just create a little lock here, and then look to the right. Good, come to the center. Now we're going to do that same arm as well the second time. So we'll inhale to chest expansion. Exhale, we can bring the arm across again, same side we did, or you can hug yourself here and reach for the backs of your shoulder blades. So this time we'll separate our shoulder blades apart and drop the chin down and round your back, like you're coming down, bringing your face forward toward the floor. Good, let's inhale back up. Open the arms out into chest expansion, stretch. We've got the right arm on top again, one more time. So we come across, we can do the first one, we can do the second one, or we can wrap into eagle arms for our third option. So when we do this particular pose, we are going to pull the elbows across to the left and look to the right. So we're creating a spiral twist in our body and releasing tight neck and shoulders. Good, let's come back to center, unravel the arms, take a chest expansion, and relax down. Now before we go to the other side, we'll take a side bend over to the right, keeping your left sitting bone down into the earth. Really stretch. Lengthen that arm dynamically. Inhale up, other arm reaches across, right sitting bone stays down. Open up the right rib cage, send your breath there, reach a little bit further. And press it up. Okay, we're going to focus on the left shoulder now with our series with eagle arms. So we'll come into chest expansion. And then bring the left arm across the front of our body. We can hold it with our hand. We can tuck that elbow underneath to create a lock. Then we look to the left. Make sure your shoulder blades aren't starting to creep up next to your ears. Keep them pressed down. Good. Bring the head back to center. Release this first one. Open out. Inhale. Left arm comes across the top again. Exhale. You can do the same work we just did, or you can try reaching for both shoulder blades. Separate the shoulder blades, drop your chin, and round your back slightly forward. Now breathe into the back of the ribs. Great job. We'll rise up. Open out into your chest expansion. See if you can pull your elbows back just a little further, but a nice freedom in your range of motion. And then the left arm comes across. You can stretch the shoulder the first way. You can grab the second way or wrap into eagle, our third position. Now let's bring the elbows down slightly and then off to the right side while your head looks to the left. Spiral twist. Keep lengthening your spine. 2 more breaths. All right, come back to the center, unwrap the arms, 1 more chest expansion, open, and relax down. Okay, do you have your yoga strap handy? We're going to bring it behind our back. Open it out away from us, any distance, and then just lift the arms up and down. Now, if you don't have a strap, just lift your arms back without holding on to anything. And then with the yoga strap, you can play with different distances apart that your hands are behind you. So let's just do this for about another 30 seconds, slowly lifting and lowering. Great job. And last 10 seconds. And then relax down slowly. Good, release the strap. Now, if you can bind behind your back and you don't need the strap for cow face, just reach the right arm up, take the strap behind you if you're using it, and then reach your left arm behind to find the strap or to bind your fingers, and then lengthen up and hold this stretch. Now, your option here is to place a little bitty side bend over to the left side to open up the right side ribs. We'll hold another 15 seconds. Great. Head should be neutral. 1 more breath. And bring it up. Good. Let's hit our cow face on the other side. With or without the strap, bring it behind your back. Extend your shoulder up or your elbow up. Reach behind with the right arm. Work the fingertips towards one another. Find your comfortable stretch. We'll hold. And then option to add your side bend. Lengthen, really reach. Keep pressing your left sitting bone down. We'll hold 15 seconds. One more breath. And come up. Great job. Release the strap if you're using it. And then separate your feet a little wider than hips distance apart. And we'll do a few windshield wipers. So your hands can be back behind you with a little bit of pressure into your wrists as you lean into your hands. And then just drop those knees side to side. So I oftentimes say keep your sitting bone down, but on this particular stretch, you get to lift your hip up. So as the knees go to the right, your left hip raises up and reverse. Good. Let's get 2 more each side. One more each side. Great job. Come back to center. Bring your feet together. Sit up tall. Let your knees open out into Baddha Konasana. And just sit straight up if possible. Slightly activate your glutes to push your knees down to the floor and then relax that tension so your knees will kind of pop back up. So press down and release. Press down. So you're engaging the muscles to help you achieve more stretch, then release. Let's do 2 more. Press down and release. Last time, press down and release. Great job. Just relax there for a moment. Sit tall. Let's tip the right ear toward the right shoulder. So as we lengthen our neck here, we can use our right hand to reach across and either press your shoulder down or maybe massage the neck, or you could perhaps use it to gently guide your head to the side. So you get to choose what you'd like to do with that arm or the right hand to find the best neck stretch. All right, let's release that side. Bring your head back to neutral. I'm always amazed at how when I do that, I still feel like my head's bending to the side. Oh, okay, let's go over gently to the left. And then our left hand can press the shoulder down. We can massage tight muscles in the neck. We can gently guide the head into a deeper stretch. And just relax and breathe. You can also add a little rotation of the head here, like we did in that twist a little bit ago. Just about another 10 seconds. Good, and release it and come up. Let's see if our head feels even or not. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to let those sensations dissipate. Okay, keep your right leg here. Bring your left leg around so we're in a Z-sit for a modified pigeon or full pigeon stretch. So if you're going to do full, you can send the leg way back behind and stretch into your full pigeon. If you're doing modified, we keep this knee bent and we'll just guide ourselves down over the leg and stretch. So I'm going to give us about 90 seconds, a minute and a half in this stretch. It's not quite long enough to call it yin. Usually yin yoga practice you hold for 2.5 minutes or more. So if you wanted to make this a yin pose you're watching later on YouTube, you can always pause your video and hold the pose for as long as you'd like. So let's just really relax here, find the breath, softening through all muscles, relaxing the mind, breathing. Good. Just a couple more breaths here. Great. Use your hands to press yourself up. Now before we go to the other side, just find a little movement, whatever that might be. So perhaps you could do some windshield wiper legs again, or come back into butterfly, moving maybe head, neck, and shoulders a little bit. And then take your time to find that mermaid seat on the other side. So your right leg's going to come around. It can potentially stretch way back into full pigeon. Or we can take the chest any amount over that front leg in our modified pigeon. So looking for about 90 seconds here, relaxing, breathing, quieting your mind. Now also, if this stretch just doesn't feel right for your body and there's another one you'd rather jump in and do, that's great. That's the beauty of these LisaBug classes done from home. You can choose what really works best for you and add in anything that you'd like to add. Even if you're just there listening and you're resting in a resting pose during some of the more vigorous poses, it's just wonderful to be a part of the community. All right, we just have about 40 seconds left. Perhaps you can sink a little deeper these last few breaths. Two more slow breaths. Great. And then begin to prepare to press yourself up. And then take any movement again that you need coming out of this pose to stretch or flex or move the body. And then we are going to close our practice today standing up. So take your time to come to your feet. We began class from a stand, so I'd like to come back to all the way up. Shake everything out. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Let's circle the shoulders around by opening back. Then press the hands to heart center, sit into chair. And inhale, circle sweep around and up. Exhale into chair. Inhale. Exhale. Good, let's do 2 more. Last one, circle sweep up. Sit into chair, hold it here, shoulder blades down. Feel strong legs, abs really drawn in. Hold 3 breaths in your chair pose. And last breath. Let's rise up. Separate your feet a little wider. Turn your toes out slightly. Reach up into 5-pointed star. And you're stretching every limb away from the center line. Each leg, each arm, and the crown of your head. And then bring both hands over to the right, bending your left knee. Sweep those arms up. Both arms to the left, bending your right knee. 1 more each side. And reach up to the center. Exhale, start to bend your knees. Place your hands right on top of your thighs to support here. Twist to the right, dropping your left shoulder down. Look behind you. 1 more neck rotation with that spinal twist. Come back through the center, pause. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, drop your right shoulder down. Look behind you, 3 breaths. Inhale back to center. Now round your back like a cat to do a standing cat pose. So you're looking towards your tailbone, opening up that space in your lower lumbar spine. And then continue to round up as you roll all the way to stand, 1 vertebra at a time. As the head comes up last, we inhale to 1 more 5-pointed star. Exhale to pull the palms into Anjali Mudra, step the feet into mountain. As we pause to celebrate our hard work today, the dedication we have to the health of our spirit, mind, and body, and the LisaBug community. And the light that resides within my heart honors the light in the hearts of each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. If you can stay, I will get our recording off and be right back out in the other room. Hope you had a good class today.